80 of our uniformed personnel headed to ravaged New York after Superstorm Sandy. They spent several days doing search and rescue, but also distributing food and water to hurricane victims. Lorna Virgili talked to Captain Scott Graham, who was one of the deployed personnel. Lorna?
Susan, he talked about the Maryland Task Force mission to New York, but also he gave us some tips about staying safe during the winter season and avoid fires. The Federal Emergency Management Agency's Maryland Task Force 1 was quickly mobilized to the disaster region. Most men were firefighters, physicians, paramedics, and search and rescue specialists from Montgomery County. Their mission was in Queens, New York, where they faced the very difficult task of going from home to home searching for stranded residents.
You have a storm surge that brought the ocean and brought the bay and stuff up into neighborhoods. So homes were destroyed, electric wires were down, natural gas lines were broken, and all of these things we had to take into consideration as we were walking through the neighborhoods, checking on the well-being of those people who may have stayed, the people who didn't evacuate. We had to make sure the houses were clear. We actually had people standing on roofs of their homes because the water had come up so high, they just retreated to the roofs of their houses.
After the first phase of search and rescue was completed, the team thought they were returning home. However, they were asked to remain distributing food and water.
We are trained to go into a disaster environment. We're trained to be self-sufficient with our food, our water, where we sleep, and just the environment in which we work. We've responded to many hurricanes. We've responded to many man-made natural disasters. So I can't say you get used to it, but you acclimate yourself to the environment that you're about to go into. 9 days is a long time because keep in mind, while we were in New York, we had our own problems back here in Montgomery County, basements flooding, trees on houses of some of our members, things like that. So that's very difficult to deal with psychologically, but we knew that our department back here was taking care of our families while we were away.
Now back in Montgomery, a different task begins, making sure that county residents stay safe during the holiday season and the winter months. As weather gets colder, there is an increase in house fires due to chimney and space heater misuse.
Most people are starting to use alternative heat sources, fireplaces, kerosene heaters, space heaters, things like that. Plus you're adding on decorations for Christmas. You're putting live trees in homes where they have live trees. You want to keep these things away from, about a 3-foot radius around any type of heat source that you bring in. 3 feet away from your fireplace, 3 feet away from a space heater or a kerosene heater. Just do things that are wise.
A reminder that fireplace ashes should be stored in a metal container and away from the home, as they stay active anywhere from a week to 10 days. For County Report This Week in Rockville, I'm Lorna Virgili.